The broadcast is brought to you by students of Hilo High School. KVIKS Media.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to the Hilo High School Gymnasium for some junior varsity BIF boys volleyball between the Kealakehe High School High School Waveriders and the Hilo High Vikings. Invite your friends and family to tune in by going to hilohigh.org/livesports or download the Hilo High mobile app and press live streaming on the homepage. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, please like this video and share it with others. If you have not yet done so, please subscribe to our channel or follow our Facebook page at Hilo High School to get notified when we go live or post new content. See our broadcasting schedule and all other athletic competition notices on our official website, hilohigh.org, and follow KVIKS Media at KVIKS Media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and learn more about our program at kviks.org. Well, it's a really special night tonight as we get ready for the JV game. It's senior night. Good evening, folks. My name is Kai Hayashido.
And my name is Cameron Kobalar, and once again, we are your student commentators from Hilo High School.
Cameron, it's a special night for the volleyball players. It's also a very special night for us. It's the first ever installment of the KVIKS Senior Night.
Yeah, that sounds very exciting. I actually don't know what's going to happen, too. So.
I also have no idea what's going to happen. We are going to find out probably at the same time you guys will. But it's really cool to just see, how far these volleyball players have come, but also how far we've come as a club. I've been a member since 2021, my junior year. How long have you been a member for?
I literally joined the first day of freshman year.
Wow. So yeah. You knew that you wanted to be a part of this.
Yeah.
Well, it's been quite the journey. It's been an amazing journey for both of us, and we've been really excited to share it with all of you, and we really hope that you continue to support our club here at KVIKS. Will continue to do broadcasts of various different things, such as our commencement, May 19th, Cameron. That's about 5-ish weeks away.
You ready for that day?
I don't know. I think I've done a good job not worrying too much about that day, but I celebrated my 18th birthday on last week Thursday, at the softball game. If you got to tune into that one, that was a really exciting game. And I think that's when it started to hit a little bit. I went to a couple of senior night celebrations throughout the entire week, and it's really shown me how close we really are, because you do senior night for football and basketball. It's still winter, right?
Yeah.
You're not coming up on it, but this is the spring season. It's the last season of the school year, and you're starting to realize now how close we really are to that finish line. We can see the checkered flag.
Yeah, you can. But hey, as much as I'm afraid for what's coming in the future, I'm actually very excited.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to take that excitement. You got to take the fear with some excitement, You don't know what's going to happen in the future, but that's the beauty of it all, really.
That's the best part.
That's what makes the surprises so, at least the reaction to our surprises so raw in terms of, good or bad. But, both of us, we're super excited for the future, not just for us, but also for the club. I think this club has taken such great strides, all thanks to everyone who works behind the scenes, including you. This is not your main job. Yeah. Acknowledge the crowd, Mr. Cavalar. This is not your main job, and yet here you are, alongside me, calling the last regular season sporting event for our time in the club. And wow, there's Luke. You see Luke, the headmaster behind it all. I don't know when it'll hit. Maybe it's later tonight, but yeah, I'm just really glad that I'm here to be able to spend it with all of you, as we got about 3 minutes left in warm-up of this before the JV game gets underway. What's your favorite memory? I'm going to be asking you some questions. It's our senior night as much as it is volleyball senior night. I just want to know what your favorite memory of KVIKS has been throughout your entire career.
See, that's the hard part, because I could literally break down my memories from general to very specific. And the thing is that there has been so much where you can't even pinpoint one, because it's not even just watching the game or commentating right now, but it's also just setting up and the funny moments that happen in between.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We've had numerous great moments. I've only been here for about 2-ish years, and I've created memories that I'll hold on to forever. One of them being the state tournament that we got the absolute privilege to commentate. I mean, wow, that was never in a million years would I've ever thought that I'd be calling a state tournament game, nevertheless a championship game at 17 years old. I mean, that's a privilege that not many adults even get to have, and so for us to get that is it's pretty wild. It's really wild.
Yeah, we're a part of state history, basically.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we actually had to stream it. So yeah, it was very nice being there. I remember just the energy of being in that stadium, and I really loved it. I wish we could do that again sometime.
I always think about doing that again. I mean, the atmosphere and just the really talent that was displayed. And I mean, it doesn't end just at volleyball. I mean, at basketball. We've seen such great volleyball games. I think it was last year, the games that we held here, especially senior night, where I couldn't spot an open seat in the house for Hilo versus Waikea for the volleyball senior night. I mean, it was a ridiculous atmosphere. It was really ridiculous. And then, I mean, this year, the pandemonium of basketball, I mean, there are 4 teams that were really always in contention for winning it all, and ultimately Kamehameha did come away with that. Just a really crazy year for sports and for this club, but in a very good way.
Very, very positive way.
So we've got under a minute here before our JV game gets underway.
All right, so for the previous game, yeah? What did you think about that?
So last week, right,
Yeah.
we saw Kamehameha and Hilo take on each other twice. At least we were there for that game, and we saw Hilo fight back much better in that Monday's game where they took us the first set, and then Kamehameha reeled it back in. But it was a lot closer than Friday night. And then Wednesday, they took on Waikea for a 3rd time, and they were actually able to defeat Waikea in 4 sets in a really entertaining game. So Hilo has maintained their 2nd seed in the conference for throughout the whole season.
That's pretty good.
Thank you very much. You may be seated. Tonight's game will be featuring the Kealakehe Waveriders as the visitors and the Hilo High School Vikings as the home team. Tonight's game, we have our official certified officials. Certified Jem Fernandez and Moses Ayana. At this time, we'll be announcing the starters for the JV Kealakehe Waveriders. We're number 5, Marlon Lutura. Number 11, Victor Ramos. Number 14, Michael Justo. Number 15, Kagan Duckett. Number 17, Jacob Domingo. And number 23, Nico Timasi Lolo. Mr. Jay Lopez, Isaiah Hooper, and Polo Benson. Kealakehe Waveriders. Now, the home team. We're number 2, Kaden Caneta. Number 4, Jason Loretta. Number 6, Cindy Hugh Pacheco. Number 8, Manu Pihana Gustin. And number 12, Kamaelu Aipolani. Varsity coach Juju Baldo, assistant coach Kini Martinez, and Hilo High School Vikings.
Those are your starting lineups. This is a Hilo JV team that we've seen a lot of promise, but then we've seen them grow throughout the year. I think taking on Kamehameha was a really big test for them, and hopefully they keep growing. I mean, they're sophomores on that varsity squad as well. It's not like these guys are gonna go up and they're gonna be like alone up there, right? There's still lots of players that will be joining them from that varsity squad, returning next year. 4 seniors for the Vikings, but you can see the roster sheet. You see how many juniors are on this roster? There's going to be a lot of returning players for the Vikings next year. Same goes for Kealakehe. Just 3 seniors, excuse me.
Do you have any like early game predictions, maybe pre-game predictions?
I think Hilo will take this, the JV game. I think Hilo will take it. Kealakehe will begin the game with Jacob Domingo back to serve. And this game's going to start with a Hilo point after a nice spike there by Kamaelu Aipolani. Kadek Kaneta will serve. Domingo tracks it down. It's going to be pushed over. Free ball for Hilo. Aipolani again. Hit right back over. They'll try and reset things here. Outside to Birrieta. And it's going to be a point as one of Kealakehe's blockers went crashing into the net.
You said you had volleyball experience, right? Did you ever have to dive for the ball like that?
So when I went to a couple of the camps, we did have to play King of the Court. And so there were times where I did dive. But the reason I didn't like to as much is that's a great spike there by Michael Justo. The reason I didn't as much is just because I didn't have the knee pads that the other players do. And you can see some knee pads out here, although some don't have knee pads. But that's why I kind of avoided doing that too much. Overpass. And back over again. Kealakehe will have an opportunity. Little tip there. As Aipolani pushes it over. And another free ball over. Good communication on Kealakehe's part, but a couple of hits into the net prevents the ball from going over. Yeah, I was a setter at those camps. I was always a setter. Just I wasn't tall. I mean, that's just what it was. I was not tall. Outside. Good hops there by Jacob Ramos. Hits it off the block and out.
If only the ball didn't go out, that would have been a great block.
That would have been a really great block. Ramos really got up there.
That was a great read.
Kaneta out inside. And a good dive there by Domingo. Swatted over. Kaneta to the middle. That's pushed deep and is in. Nice hit there by Tome. Found the corner.
Were you able to see?
It looked into me. I don't have the best angle, but it looked into me, and line judge called it in. Both of them did, actually. So here's Jason Birueta. Oh, that one's over. And, well, seemed like that bad set close to the net kind of surprised Hilo a little bit. Back to service, Justo. 2 tapped over. Ramos again. Oh, he got sent back by the block. Hilo with an opportunity now. In the middle. That was Une. Io, excuse me. We'll try the outside. Philip Birueta this time. Good dive by Kealakehe's libero. They keep it alive, but not for long. Just too much chaos there on defense. Really good effort there by the libero, Jamar Monez. But just a little too hot to handle.
You can tell there was some miscommunication there.
Oh, and this might be an ace. It will be an ace for Manu Pihana-Gustin. Oh, Kaneta trying to catch Kealakehe napping, but they were ready for it. Ramos takes a swing out. It's a nice serve there by Pihana-Gustin. Again, this is way too close to the net, and as a result, another point for Hilo.
These attack errors are catching up to Kealakehe right now.
Yeah, they really are.
I don't think that's what they want, especially being down 5.
Especially against Hilo. Oh, that one looked like going off the face of Monez. He's going to have to hit it over now. Kaneta. Dug up by Kealakehe. And good job by Monez to get it over. Now some communication problems on Hilo's side, but Io will take a swing, and Io gets it through the block and down. Looked like he mistimed his jump a little bit there, but he was able to get it off the block and down.
And that's hard too, especially when you're going down. The momentum immediately changes when you jump.
So a timeout taken by the Waveriders. An early 9-3 lead here for the Vikings.
So 6-point lead for Hilo. What do you think Kealakehe has to work on?
Defend. They have to. I think actually their defense is okay, but I think the most important part of attacking in volleyball is that second pass. You know, the set going into that spike, because you need to be able to handle the dig and be able to direct it into a position where your teammate can attack it. And I don't think Kealakehe has done a good enough job on setting. So we'll see. That's probably what the timeout was called for. You know, try and set up some attack here. Let's see what they do. Well, it's going to start with a service error by Pihana-Gustin, who had a good time back there. But now Ramos will serve. Let's see if he can generate some offense behind the service line. Well, here's a start. Kealakehe on the overpass. And, well, that's exactly what I've been talking about. That second pass has been a little bit of a problem for Kealakehe. Let's see it this time. Better pass this time, but Ramos hits it right into the net.
That was a nice attempt, but from that angle, it's pretty hard to throw it over the net. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Io behind the service line is an ace. I see that a lot with some defenders. When they want to dig the ball, when the ball's above their head, they're going to start with their hands low and then try to push up. But you want to have your hands high, at least get your fingers on it as Io give and take, service ace, service error. I think that you see that a lot when they try to just put so much power behind it that when they mistime it, it'll just go right through their fingers. And I think it's more important that they get their hands higher first.
Because they can always pass back too.
Exactly, and at least even if that ball, your dig, doesn't go very far, you give your teammate an opportunity to try and hit it. Like that right there, you give your teammate an opportunity to try and hit it. And a good hit there by Nico Timasi Lolo.
He is a freshman.
A very tall freshman, that is. Behind Augustin, Beretta just two-hand push. This is a good pass. Pushed over, dug up by Hilo. In the middle, oh, a little too much juice behind that one did Aipolani have. And back-to-back points for the first time in this match for Kealakehe. Kaneta from the middle. Dug up by Ramos. This one's a little close to the net. Good dig there by Pihan Augustin. Kaneta will hit it over. Outside, and that one a little too overpowered there from Marlon Utrera. And coming into the game now is Ulumoku Valenti. And that one is hit into the net, again by Utrera. So one a little too long and one a little too low. And overpass. This one might be a little too close to the net, and good job by Beretta to at least get some power behind it, but he did send it out. And free ball over. Kealakehe looks to set something up, and, well, they won't be able to. Another free ball right back over to the middle. Aipolani gets sent back, and a point for Kealakehe. Behind the service line is Domingo. That one barely stayed in. Beretta tip, dug up by Domingo. That one is over, and Hilo will try and set things up here. Kaneta, big swing, blocked, and then a good little hit there by Lolo.
That was a nice read on that block. Great read.
Absolutely. Timeout Hilo, as the Waveriders have cut Hilo's largest lead in half. A 3-point lead. Right now, I think it's just a matter of both teams in terms of communication. I think Hilo needs to improve more on the communication on defense. Kealakehe just needs to improve their accuracy on that second pass.
Oh, definitely. You can tell that they're a little confused, like who's going to get the ball or whatever.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they do have to work on that in terms of communication-wise. But for the most part, it's still anyone's game, yeah.
So Domingo is back to serve. Birretta takes a good swing at it this time. Dug up. Push, and a good push there. Utrera. And now coming in the game is Micah Tome. Johann Augustin keeps it in play. Birretta hits at it again. Dug up by Kealakehe. Well, that one looked like it was heading out. But it was kept in play, and then the communication error gives Kaneta a kill on what really looked like a free ball attempt. And that'll stop the Kealakehe run. Good serve by Kaneta. From the middle, Lolo sails it. Oh, and that one ricocheted off the face of Ramos.
That must have hurt.
Yeah, climbed up on him there. We've seen a lot of headshots in volleyball. It's not the most pleasant experience, especially when someone is actively trying to probably hit it at you. Kaneta a little too low on that trajectory. Kaneta outside. Little tip, and it's going to get down. Great tip there by, was that Johann Augustin or Ipolani? Couldn't tell.
That was a nice Florida, and no one knew where the ball went on Kealakehe's side.
Ipolani. Little left-handed swing there from Justo. Here's Johann Augustin, and a big collision, but Johann Augustin on the tip crossed that half-court line. I was wondering if they were going to call it. They did. Moniz will serve. Johann Augustin swings at it. Dug up by Domingo. Moniz sits back, and hitting it into the net. It was Utrera. Jason Birretta climbed up on Ramos. He'll just have to free ball it over. Middle to Iyo, but that looked like a violation.
I think he crossed it.
Yeah. So Kealakehe will serve. Down 4. Outside, Johann Augustin. Outside, Birretta. Oh, what a dig there by Moniz. Ramos takes a swing and sails it. But that's a fantastic effort there by Moniz.
Great hustle on that play.
Down the line. Domingo takes a left-handed push at it. Johann Augustin digs it up. Outside to Birretta. Moniz digs. Ramos off the block. Right to Johann Augustin. Back row. Tome takes a swing. Back outside, and Ramos just going to have to tap it over. Johann Augustin, another dig, his third of this rally. Birretta, ooh, just out. That was close from the back row.
Waveriders. Number 11, Jacob Ramos.
Ramos. Hilo sails it.
There's a lot of inconsistency with their power and striking angle for Hilo.
I think it just really has to do with them hitting the ball at their highest point of the jump. You just see a lot of mistimed jumps. Kaneta, although he did hit it into the net, he does a good job of hitting the ball when he's at his highest point. Oh, this is a little trouble here. And into the net. And Kealakehe has cut this lead down to 1. Another, well, not a timeout, just a substitution.
Number 9, Hilo.
That's cool. Mo'o takes a swing, and glasses on the ground. A miss hit by Utrera, but the ball gets over. Timeout, Hilo.
For the most part, I guess you could say because of the comeback that we just seen, Kealakehe has figured it out somewhat of what to do with their inaccuracies and their service errors. So they've improved a lot, especially in communication and spatial awareness. They definitely know what to fix. They haven't completely fixed it because they're still working on it, of course. But it's like now they're starting to get an understanding of what they should actually.
You see a lot more consistency with their offense for sure.
Definitely. And that's just fine-tuning by the coach.
And some trouble here for Hilo. Still scrambling around. Everyone's running around, hitting into each other. They keep it alive to the middle. And Kealakehe's first lead of the game comes thanks to Tegan Beckett. That ball ricochets all the way over towards us. The glasses are off for Beckett.
It hit the bar of one of the backboards that are up right now. That's pretty high.
Hilo still scrambling, and it's a free ball over. That one's still in. Piana Gustin digs it up. Outside, Birueta swings at it. Dug up by Ramos. This one might go over. And it's Hilo's point. That was a really long delay, but it is Hilo's point. Micah Tome will serve. Tickles the tape, and it's an ace. And Hilo snatches the league right back. And it's another ace. How about that? Back-to-back aces for Tome.
That's not easy at all. 2 aces in a row, that is not easy.
What a big way to swing the momentum back towards Hilo. And it's out of play again. That's kind of like another ace, wouldn't you think?
Kind of close.
that one went out of play, but oh, a rotation error on Kamehameha's part. So the ball really has not been in play, and Hilo has ripped off 4 consecutive points. So set point for Hilo, and really in large part to Micah Tomes serving behind the line. See the official telling Kamehameha where they need to line up. Tome floats it. Can Kealakehe keep it alive? They can. They'll take a swing. And it's a point. Another one for Beckett.
I thought that went out.
Went off a dig.
Oh, okay.
That's why it went out.
I'm probably just blind. I think I need glasses too.
No, I don't blame you because where you're sitting is in line with the ref. That's why I kind of slid over. Oh, Beckett serves it into the net. And Hilo's JV team takes set number 1 over Kealakehe, 25-21. So, Cameron, you know, we're in the season of, we're getting really close to championship season. Actually, a couple of championships have already completed. We want to shout out our boys judo team for taking home the team championship in a wild one over YK. I actually came here. It was hosted here in Hilo High's gym. I watched the finals between Hilo and YK, and I mean, wow. It's a pretty crazy atmosphere. I mean, it's really loud, and I think the crazier part is how quiet it can get at any given point. And then today I just got a text. The Hilo High girls golf team, BIF champions today.
Wow. For golf?
Golf.
Wow.
So congratulations to team members Mika Holy, Christina Jung, Lauren Kozohara, Zoe Kaneshiro, and Nale Ramos. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't think there's a single senior on that team. So, wow. What a great performance from our golf team. Congratulations, BIF champions. It's a huge honor.
And that ain't easy either. That is not easy.
Golf is a very, very difficult sport. One that I don't think I will be ever picking up. I played golf a little bit, like, just for fun. And it's not easy at all.
Really?
Yeah, it's so difficult to be able to understand how much power you need to put behind it, how you need to angle it because of slopes and the wind, and it's just, it's too difficult for me, personally.
I think the only experience I had playing golf was playing on my Nintendo Wii back in like 2012.
You never played mini golf? Mini golf? Mini golf is very intense.
I actually haven't.
You've never played mini golf before?
Never did.
You need to go play mini golf somewhere. It's truly quite the experience. So set number 2 is just about ready to get going here. We saw a pretty topsy-turvy set 1. Hilo looked like they're going to pull away, and then Kealakehe stormed back just for Hilo to return the favor. Going on a 6-1 run to end the set. So we're starting to see more and more people show up. So Hilo will serve with Kadek Kaneta. You know, Cameron, since JV is mostly, I mean, it's underclassmen, What's one piece of advice you'd give someone who's not a senior?
To someone who's not a senior,
And this goes to anyone, not just Hilo High students, but any student, any non-senior student.
I think my biggest piece of advice is that a lot of people make sacrifices to give you the position that you are at right now. I don't know if that made sense, but you know, be your best self.
That's good advice. Be yourself, period. As Ramos hits it into the net, so Hilo begins this set with a point. Kaneda skies this one. And a really wicked hit, but crashing into the net, I believe, was Pihana Gustin. Ramos back to serve. Tome just pushes at it. And a good swing there, but crashing into the net. In doing so was Justo. Polani serves. And I think Domingo lifted it. Oh, Polani skied that one. I wasn't sure if that was going to stay in or not. Justo swings out. And he was a little lucky that was out because they didn't have anyone on that back line there ready to dig it.
Just out, too. Just out.
In the middle. Oh, what a dig by Kaneda, and crashing into the net, I believe was Lolo. Wow, Lolo has some power, doesn't he? By Polani. Here's Io. Oh, he mistimed his jump again. There's Monez back to serve. That white libero jersey is really nice. Kaneda tracks it down. Free ball over. Utrera hits it into the net. Birretta comes back in the game. Philip Birretta with Jason Birretta back to serve. Outside. Kaneta digs it up. Birretta pushes it over. A little bit of communication problems here. Utrera lucky to get it over the net. Io. That one's just a little long. Justo. Behind Augustin. Oh, a little light tap, and that sent Kealakehe's defense into chaos. Subbing into the game and going to serve is Velehu Roke Kuomo'o. This actually might be Roke Kuomo'o, excuse me. Outside, and oh, getting it through the block there was Utrera.
That was a good block attempt, though.
Floating serve from Utrera. In the middle is Biretta. Ramos. Tom will swing at it. Ooh, it's the bottom of the net there. Eagles just gonna have to free ball it over. He came off the side of his hand. Another point for Kealakehe.
Are you seeing a pattern by any chance?
What's the pattern that you see?
I think the pattern I see is that usually Hilo takes the lead, and then for some reason, the communication gets a little off.
You think they're slacking back since they have the lead?
Maybe.
And that's a good hit.
But maybe, yeah, that's what I see. Like, once they start having the lead for some reason, like, the power dynamic tilts and gives the momentum to Kealakehe.
Tom, who served to close the game, or the set for Hilo in set 1, back to serve. Another good set. And Hilo is able to dig it up. Biretta takes a swing. Ooh, can Kealakehe keep it alive? Yes, they can. Ramos hits it over. Kaneta. Oh, just out.
Substitution number 23, Cole.
Into the game now is Cole Clark. Clark gets it over the net. Ipolani. Oh, off the front end of Utrera's bump, and Hilo at least trying to keep Kealakehe back by 2. Biretta will serve. Oh, off the chest of Monez. Kealakehe keeps it alive. Outside, Biretta swings out. Here's Domingo. Ipolani off the block and down. Kaneta. Lolo off the block. Good block there by Ipolani. He went up there solo. Kuomo'o off the block. He keeps it alive. Biretta kind of floats at it. Good job by Bonez to keep it up. Ramos dug up. Kealakehe back on their side. Lolo. Valente digs it up. Up high, Ipolani. And a net violation. You can see the net shaking there. It was on Lolo when he went up for the block. Kaneta will serve after this timeout by Kealakehe. So a little closer in this first set, but Hilo does have at least a 3-point lead. Your thoughts on the second set thus far?
I think communication is a big factor, especially about spatial awareness, because you can tell that they don't know who's going to hit the ball, they don't know who's going to serve and try to go for an attack. So I think that's just something both teams need to really work on.
Cameron, do you have a favorite basketball team by chance?
For like the NBA?
Yes.
Man, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, in the words of Drake, I have 2 favorite teams. In the words of Drake, he says, one that plays for my hometown, which no NBA team plays here, which doesn't make sense, but the one who's winning.
Oh, so you're a bandwagon. Is what you're saying.
No.
Self-admitted bandwagon, Cameron Cavalar, ladies and gentlemen. Kaneta serves. Oh, and communication problems there. I don't think Lolo was in the right position there. But
for a team, though, I don't think I have a favorite team. I think I know I'll get hate for this, but I love Russell Westbrook, especially at his 2017, 2018 year.
That legendary season. This one's going to go over. And Lolo with some power. That's one that fires up the team. Back to service, Ramos. Beretta tries to angle that tip. This is just going to be free balled over. Does get over. Outside, Beretta will try again. Off the block, kept alive by Domingo. And he's going to have to push it over again. See that second pass? Again, it's kind of giving Kealakehe some problems here. Push, block, and crossing that center line again was Lolo. Liner, and it's going to go over. Is Hilo ready? Oh, how about some help from the home net?
Bounce off from the top.
It boinked twice. Another timeout by Kealakehe.
You can't blame him though. When the ball touches the net, it's like you don't really know where the ball is going to land and the amount of momentum that it has coming downward, so you can't really tell.
Cameron, I just saw, oh my God, do you see this family walking in?
Oh, is this what you're talking about?
Yeah, look at this family walking in. Holy smokes. Hilo goes all out on senior night.
Sure, that's not a whole friend
That's an entire neighborhood that just came out. Look at that. I always say this is my favorite night of the year. Let's see what the sign says, who they're supporting. Can't quite see.
It says aloha.
That is a huge family. I mean, sure, there's some friends involved as well, but, I mean, talk about the support here. I mean, no one does it better.
I like the shirts. The shirts go hard.
Oh, yeah. The shirts are fantastic. Ipolani serves. And almost a collision there. That was almost dangerous. Tip. Oh, yeah, I think that was Kumo'o. You could see he tried to tight rope the line there. He just couldn't do it. Monez will serve. Oh, flat dig there. And out. Kealakehe gets two back in quick succession. Oh my God, look at all the posters. It's for Kawhi Wilbur Gabriel. Holy smokes, that's like 5 posters in there.
That's mad support.
Utrera. Oh, good job by Monez hitting the deck, but that hit the antenna off the dig. Actually, I think they might have made a sign for all of them. Well, I see Leha and I see Kawhi. I mean, either way, what a support group that is, man.
That's huge. Here we have Beretta. Great serve.
I count 26 in that one pack right there. Io free ball over to the deep part of Kealakehe's side. That one's close to the net, hit the antenna, and it's another point for Hilo.
Wait, you counted 26?
I counted 26.
Wow, that's a lot.
Well, they do say it takes a village to raise a child. It takes a village to support a volleyball team, too. Beretta, oh, that one just trickled off the net there. And out of play. Hilo gets another point. Now they're starting to pull away here. Question is, can they close it out? This is actually the exact same scenario as first set, 17-11. And the next thing you knew, it was 19-19. As we have to fix the antenna here.
Is that antenna duct taped? Well, not duct tape, but is it
It's
taped
Velcro.
to
It's
the- oh,
Velcro. I'm pretty sure it's Velcro.
Oh, so it's strapped on.
Birota serves. Utrera hits. Tome digs. And getting it down is number 10, that's Jackson Phillips, a freshman, getting in on the action here. And Hilo's largest lead of the game is now 7. Birota serves again, that's long. Back to serve is Justo. And rotation error on Hilo's part. Justo will serve again. Outside, Jackson Phillips again. This time it's dug up by Utrera. Utrera stands and swing, but he swung it right into the net.
6-point lead for Hilo and 6 more points until they get the set for themselves.
And the match. Ramos from the back row off the net. Yo. Oh, communication error. Pihana Gustin serves. Back row, Ramos. Dug up by Tome. Outside, Jackson Phillips swings again. Floater. Off the net. Kealakehe does keep it alive. Good job playing it off the net. Pushed over by Kaneta, and it's gonna get down.
(13-21).
Pihana Gustin serves. Climbs up on Ramos, but still playable. Free ball over. Is this long? It is. Pihana Gustin serves. And into the net goes Domingo. And Hilo's opened up a 10-point lead. That one might be long. It is, and Hilo has match point in the JV game.
You know, for a second I thought that was actually in, but I think once I saw it hit the line, yeah, that was a good call.
Here we go. They want Pihana Gustin to load this thing up. Here he goes. Jump serve.
Oh,
Gets it over.
that was beautiful.
Kaneta just hits it over on 2. Another free ball over. Oh. Oh, this might be trouble. It gets over. Utrera swings, dug up by Tome. Pacheco, Kaneta, free ball. This one's too close to the net. It's sent back. And, it's a point for Kealakehe off the block and out.
That was a great rally.
That was an
both
entertaining
teams.
rally. How about the serve by Pihan Augustine? It looked like he bent backwards for that one. He still got it over the net.
That was very graceful in my opinion.
Utrera. Does Kealakehe have a magical comeback left in them? Well, that's a start. Good defensive sequence there. Monez. Ooh. This is close to the net. Good job by Pihan Augustine to keep it over. EO! It's down! And the Vikings take the JV game 25-21, 25-14.
What a dominant set, man. By 11
Hilo
points.
really took control there. You saw their defense working, their offense working. Everything worked really, really well. And that means that in about 20 minutes or so, the main event, the senior night, Vikings will take on the Waveriders as we will honor Chase, Kanoa, Kawai, and Ka'umuali'i. So that wraps up this JV broadcast. Once again, the Vikings taking it 2-0 over Kealakehe. If you're watching this on YouTube or Facebook, help us out by liking this video and also subscribe to our channel to get notified when we go live next. See our broadcasting schedule and all other athletic competition notices on our official website, hilohigh.org. Follow KVIKS Media at KVIKS Media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, and learn more about our program at kviks.org. On behalf of our broadcasting team, I'm Kai Hayashida.
My name is Cameron Kobalar. And remember, once a Viking,
Always a Viking. Stay tuned, folks.
The broadcast is brought to you by students of Hilo High School, KVIKS Media.